third annual Comedy Gag Routine. Now, I grew up in Newhall, but I was kind of poor growing up. I had to wear a lot of hand-me-downs. I even had hand-me-down school pictures. My dad, he gave me a picture of my older brother. He goes, "This is your school picture." I said, "Dad, I don't even look like that." He said, "Well, you're gonna look like that." I was so poor, I never had the Cracker Jacks with a little prize inside. My dad had me convinced a little piece of fat and pork and beans was a prize. We have people that mow our lawns and clean our house. I think it's really wrong that people do stuff for us we really ought to do for ourselves. In fact, I was talking about that just this morning with the guy that was brushing my teeth. Did you hear about the new group for Calvinists? It's called Some Lives Matter. Growing up, I had quite a few pimples. In fact, one time I fell asleep in a library, woke up, a blind guy was reading my face. This week, I've been reading books by Kenneth Hagin and Kenneth Copeland. How many have heard of Kenneth Hagin and Kenneth Copeland? Yeah, they're best known for the founders of Copenhagen. So they told me to name it and claim it. So I tried to name it and claim it, but nothing really happened until I gabbed it and grabbed it. Now the Channel Islands, the state university, it used to be Camarillo State Mental Hospital. And I knew a guy that worked there, and he gave me this tour. So we look in this room, and there's this guy in this padded cell, and he's banging his head against the wall, going, "Mary, Mary, Mary!" Just banging his head against the wall. I said, "What's wrong with that guy?" He said, "Oh, it's a really sad story. He was all ready to get married, and just before the wedding, she left him, and he's never recovered. We just put him in there, and he just banged his head all day." So we continued on the tour. I look in, and there's another guy in there banging his head, going, "Mary, Mary, Mary." I go, "Hey, is this a different guy? Are we in a different building?" He goes, "Oh, that's the guy that married Mary." So I'm driving down the street, I see the sign that says, "U-turn, okay." They're not too crazy about it. It's okay. Next thing you know, say left turn, why not? Right turn, enjoy it. There was an earthquake in Kalinga. They said there's a lot of damage because the buildings weren't built to withstand earthquakes. Can you imagine using that argument in a court of law? Your Honor, my client did not murder this man. His body was simply not built to withstand bullets. Now, Smith Wigglesworth, he was this big faith healing guy in the first half of the last century, but his daughter was hard of hearing, and this was before hearing aid. She had this little hearing horn, and she was listening to his sermon. So this heckler, he goes, "Hey, if you're such a big faith guy, healer, how come your daughter needs a hearing horn?" He said, "If you tell me why Elijah was bald, I'll tell you why she needs a hearing horn." So they say this country's going down the tubes. What tubes? I haven't seen any tubes. Now why isn't one tube enough? So I was trying out my dry suit, because I'm a scuba diver, and I can put it on, but I can't get it off. So I figure my neighbor, he's a young guy, he's a scuba diver, he'll help me get this dry suit off. So I go over there, and he's helping me get the dry suit off. His little kid runs in, he goes, "Mommy, quick, Daddy's talking to a spaceman." So this friend of mine, Val, she had a kid. So I called a mutual friend. I said, well, when's she gonna, how's she doing? She said, oh, both are doing fine. I said, well, when's she gonna bring the fetus to church? She said, he's not a fetus anymore, he's already been born. And her little kid said, who's not gonna fetus anymore? So I'm at this faculty meeting where I was teaching, and this woman, she's like in her 40s, she said that when she was young, she won a beauty contest. And I thought, that's an idea. I'll go around telling people I won a beauty contest. Even better, I'll tell them I just won a beauty contest. And I'll say it in Spanish. What better, ¿hay alguien aquí que hable español? So, what better way to greet a Spanish speaker than to tell them you just won a beauty contest? Acabo de ganar un concurso de belleza. Now, people that know me laugh. People that didn't know me did the dog kind of a thing. So, when my son was about 3, we were watching this French movie, and the waiter says to the customer, "Oui, oui, monsieur." And my son said, he said, "Oui, oui." Now, several years ago, Jeffrey Dahmer was this cannibal in Milwaukee, and they tried him, sent him to jail. I remember thinking at the time, why did the trial take so long? To me, the trial would go like this. Are you a cannibal? Yes, I am. Bring in the next guy. If you're his lawyer, what are you going to say? Now, my client, Mr. Dahmer here, has admitted to killing and eating a few dozen people. But before we rush to judgment, how many of us can say that our lives are always up to snuff? Are we to judge my client on a couple dozen mistakes? Or are we to judge him on the thousands of people he hasn't eaten at all? And then he said, "Your Honor, my client is insane." Well, dip me in mustard and call me hot dog. You just blew my mind with that one, counselor. I thought he was a sane cannibal. That's it, thanks.
Very good, Robert Zima. That was very well done, Robert.